All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So I am doing the weed sector a little earlier than normal. I normally do these over the weekend, but there was a request to cover TLRY, and I figured let me at least look at Sandal, SNDL, as well as High Tide. Okay, a lot to talk about here, and again, I think it's a really good example of why I stress confirmation and why I always say a doji doesn't count. I have a couple rules about dojis, and we'll get into them shortly. But yeah, I was obviously optimistic on the last video. I'm not pretending I wasn't. I'll tell you why. It kind of was apparent that it wasn't going to do what it was going to do. But yeah, I didn't think these four were going to go this way. I thought the next four were going to go that way, right? So I'll talk about why I got it wrong and again, how to use the doji as your signal, all right? Before we go any deeper, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages, these horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, comment, share. Honestly, anything you can do is greatly appreciated. But even if you do nothing, just being here is so, so cool of you, all right? There are way better things you can do with your time, and being here, I hope you find valuable, all right? And look, I'm not perfect. I have no crystal ball telling me what tomorrow's going to do. So yeah, if you disagree with my opinions, throw them in the comments, all right? I'm not here to hate or anything like that. We are simply educated people sharing our opinions, all right? So look, let's get into it. And again, I'm going to talk a little more non-technical line stuff, but in a lot of ways it is. So I'm going to move this 159 line real quick, okay? So I always stress confirmation, and this is what that means. Look, good things happen over the 8 and the 20. I always say that. I sincerely believe it, all right? And we found Sandal, SNDL, at a place where it looked like, and it actually did, break both the 8 and the 20. This is the first good candle over this pesky orange line since right here, since February, right? I liked it because what did it do? It broke this candle. All right. It put us into a position where there was nothing but reds. I love red, 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 especially if you had no money here, right? Obviously, it sucks if you bought it at 190, but if you're like me sitting on the sides just hunting these, oh yeah, these are beautiful, right? And that's where we were. Okay, and MACD looked good. Yeah, MACD was a little negative, but I don't generally talk about this. Yeah, obviously I like it better a 0 or up, but that's a good green over red. That's a decent green over red at not a high number. Volume wasn't great, but there was a little more buying than selling over the last few days. Like, there were reasons, and you can go back why I was bullish, right? And I'm not pretending that I wasn't. The things that I always talk about, and one of them is on confirmation, a doji never counts, all right? Because what is a doji, all right? It opens here, all right? Someone decides, oh yeah, we're flying. We're going to run all the way up here. And then they're like, oh, no, 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 no. You know what? I actually think we might come back too, might even fall under the line. And then they kind of go back and they're like, you know what? Let's just literally where we open is where we'll close, right? The green on the number, green number on top is what the open is, right? And let's just wait to see what tomorrow does. The day after the doji is generally really indicative of what the truth is. And you see the loss of the 2 moving averages, and then you see the follow through the next day, right? Definitely avoidable with the doji, but again, I don't regret feeling bullish here. You know what I mean? Like, I actually don't. Like, it's technical analysis, right? Nothing's guaranteed. But if you find these moments where, again, you're over the biggest candle, you've got nothing but reds, MACD RSIs right there. Obviously, I wish volume was a little better. I wish MACD was just a little better. But yeah, I'm telling you, if you find yourself here 10 times, 6 of them should hit. And that's all we're here to do, right? We're trying to be like Las Vegas, all right? That's been my analogy I've been using on a couple videos. Vegas makes billions every day, every week, whatever, on nothing more than like 52% odds, right? 52 to 48. Maybe some are like 55 to 45, but like if the odds were 70-30, no one would be going to Vegas, right? Like, it's literally just about finding that little bit of an edge over your trading career, right? But yeah, Confirmation is something I stress so often, and this is why. Because getting over this line once for the first time in like 2 months, shit, yeah, more than 2 months, right? It's only worth so much, all right? So confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. That's really the biggest story here. Again, I think Sandal is going to really reflect TLRY. TLRY today, just in case you didn't watch the last video, TLRY broke the 20. And look, it's gotten over it, failed, gotten over it. Like, it's been dancing with the same two lines that SNDL have, right? So I think if TLRY can break it, maybe this can break it. My line was at 151. No, 159. We recovered the doji, right? But if I was gonna play this stock, I think I guess I would go 160. I'd set the alert at 161. I'm going to do 161. 161 obviously puts me over this line, and it puts me over that one as well, right? This candle is probably way more important than that one. That's why I'm not moving this line, but I don't mind waiting an extra 2 cents to also get over this candle and literally just be in this thick of red, right? So that's my 2 cents on Sandal, SNDL. I know the name is not Sandal. I just love calling it that, by the way. I haven't heard that in the comments in a while. High tide. Let's come to high tide. All right, look, I'm not that disappointed here, right? Okay, you know how happy I was for everyone. We came to the year-long trend line, right? Like there were a lot of things that were really positive here, all right? And hey, is it this? Yeah, it was this exactly because it had my alert was at 151. Sorry, but yeah, I mean this line is going to be really important to crack. It's pretty much right on the 200 and the 100, right? So I'm not necessarily disappointed that it came down. What I love is it used the 8 moving average, okay? These lines are really hard. When you're under them, they suck. But when you're over them and you actually can use it as a bounce, oh man, that really does a lot to me. It actually makes me kind of believe that this thing is actually our friend now. Because look, let's be honest. This could have we were living in a high RSI right here, right? 70 is not the highest, but like, yeah, I could have seen this easily come down here. Instead, and we actually wicked it right here too. So we used it actually twice over the last 2 days. That's beautiful to me, okay? I do wish we broke the 50 a little better. You know what I mean? Like, because we barely broke the 50 there and then couldn't confirm. Actually opened up again over it, but couldn't confirm, right? So this 50 is definitely a pesky line, all right? I think I'm actually even going to lower my line to here. I know it was set on this, but honestly, yeah, at that point, you got these two up here. So this could be an alert if you want. 137 hopefully would ride you up 10 cents to 147, maybe wick it all the way to 150. My alert is for sure, and I remember it. I think it's at around 151, 152. I'll double check and I'll probably throw it in the comments, but I did that on the last video because again, for me, it was about getting over these two lines and breaking that downtrend that I started on. But look, don't get too upset about those last 2 days. Obviously, it's not fantastic, don't get me wrong, but yeah, the 50 is no joke. It is kind of, for lack of words, the first of the 3 lines, right? Because first you need these two together to be your friend, then it's about breaking the 3 of them, right? So the 50 is no joke, but using the 8 as a bounce point, using it as a wick yesterday, and actually a legit full candle too, right? Like the entire day, the high of the day is the close of the day. That means literally people just couldn't stop buying all day. Give me more shares, right? Because red kind of turns to green real quick, right? And once this plateau breaks, there's a lot more recovery to be had, right? And again, I think breaking 152, 153, that might be where the juiciest is. Even, you know what? That's the alert. I'm gonna go ahead and set. Hold on, let me just double check. The 12:30 candle. Let's get it closed at 154. I'm gonna go 2 cents higher. I'm generally not a fan of 5s and 0s, just FYI. So I'm gonna go 256. I think 256 is going to be a pretty nasty alert because that should ride you basically to 152. Wow, super dyslexic there. No, 156. Damn. Okay. My alert was at 156. Hopefully that would ride us all the way to 170. 170 hopefully breaks and then basically comes to this 190. So, and then again from there, we're actually starting to be in this fill too. I forgot about this gap fill too. Yeah, I'm telling you, then this is the next, even, yeah, 2 actually kind of makes sense from that 150 and that 155, 156 break to 2 something. That's still a solid 33 swing. So, again, high tide, I'm liking it. All right. Stay above the 8. Stay above. Look at the 20 start curving up too. Stay above these 2 lines. Break the 200. Breaks that 1 year downtrend. What happens after that? Can I just like zoom out? Is this thing actually like a harder one? Let's start from here. So I'm going to go from the tip of that and we're going to, oh, we hit that guy right there. Okay. So I'm going to just leave that there. I'm going to go from here to that. Yeah, dude, we're there. We're like literally there. So look, I go from that corner. We literally keep going and I basically try to hit that corner and that's where we're at. So today we are at this April line, which is the full 1 year. Interesting. This one was the smaller one, it looks like. Either way, I still love it right there. That's for sure, for sure. So I think that's where I'm going to end this here. Hey, I appreciate your time so much. Let me know if you disagree with anything. Otherwise, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you.